Good morning. Slept in a little bit. Did get some nice rest. Well needed. Then I got up and I have finished editing the vlog that I was working on yesterday. I'm exporting that now. I'm probably just going to upload that this morning to make sure that's up because I didn't get one the last 2 days. And I'd feel better just knowing, okay, that's up, that's out. I'm covered on that side of things. So that's really my focus for the morning. And so while that's exporting, I'm just sitting here catching up on a bit of YouTube. And it has been a number of hours since I've last updated you. I wanted to record a video for my tabletop gaming channel this weekend. And I'd actually went out yesterday thinking, okay, I think there's a product that was just released. I'll pick that up. I want that anyways, and I'll do an unboxing. They didn't have it yesterday when I went. It's sort of it looks like it's supposed to be released, but it hasn't been, so okay, had to move past that. Couldn't do that. And so I'm thinking, okay, what else can I do? I don't really have anything sitting around to unbox. But I was given sort of almost like a request for a video that just sort of goes over the basics of the rules for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons on one of my session videos, my campaign videos. And I'm like, that's a great idea. I do sessions, I do campaigns on my channel that utilize these rules. I should have a video that goes over those rules pretty briefly. I am not being as brief as I would like. But I've been working on putting that video together first. Coming up with, okay, what do I want to narrow it down to, like eliminating character creation, eliminating spell casting, sort of I don't need to focus on those, let's just go over the core rules. And then otherwise, I pulled out the pages relevant from my binder version of the game. Basically, my buddy Dustin had cut up his copy once he, his broken copy. The first copy we each got was from like the first printing, and the glue wasn't right, and so they fell apart. So we ended up going and Wizards replaced those because Wizards is an awesome company, but that left us with these broken versions. So I just used mine as is, and it's sort of the handout to the players. He actually cut all the pages out and put them in a binder, and then gave that to me. So I have an extra version from that. Well, I pulled out all the relevant pages, and I've sort of been going through the ideas of the rules, skipping some sections, but probably covering maybe more than I should. Ultimately, the video will be made in the edit. I know that. But I'm hopefully at least halfway through, and the camera overheated, so I have to give it some time and wait, and so it'll be half hour, 45 minutes at least before I can start recording any more of it. But I'm letting that sit for a while, and I've been trying to get that filmed. So basically, my main goal and job for today is to film a video that is how to play 5th edition D&D, so that I can, over the next week maybe or so, I don't know how long it's going to take because like I said, it's going to be made in the edit, but so I'll be able to edit that together and make a video that says, hey, here's how you play this game. I think it's a good one for me to have. I mean, there are of course other videos out there that cover that subject, but it seems like a relevant thing to have on my channel given the amount of content that utilizes the rules for that game. So that's what I've been working on today, and it's taken hours. Just even figuring out, alright, you know, first off, getting the place cleaned up enough to actually film, and then figuring out what I need to cover, what I can rule out, and just say, not the scope of this video. But that's what I've been working on today. Oh man, this video's killing me. I know I'm saying more than it's going to end up being in the final version, but I want to have enough in there that when I'm cutting it down, I make sure that I say what I need. I've filmed the second little segment. Camera's overheating again. Didn't last quite as long. Didn't expect it to. You know, I give it like an hour and it's going to cool down mostly, but it's still a little hot. But, it's the kind of thing I'm like, I want to get this done today, but it's taking so much time. And ultimately, I'm going to get it done today because it takes up so much room. You know, the table's in the middle of the room. It blocks my exit mostly. It just sort of, everything has to move around it. But I'm going to give it a little more time, let it cool down. get it finished being filmed in a bit. Oh well, just takes a bit of time. Done. Took more than 3 hours, and like an hour of it was actually just recording time. Which, because I record with both camera looking at me and camera looking down at pages, that's like 2 hours worth of footage. And as I began the thing, which I'm like, this will be a hopefully brief overview of how to play D&D. I'm like, hopefully I can cut it down. But yeah, I'm getting all the footage converted and put on the computer now. I am not going to edit it today. I don't want to. I don't want to look at it right now. I'm mad at it. It's practically made me sick. I'm like, my throat hurts. I'm like, I feel like, you know, like that sort of. But I feel that's just probably from talking, because during that whole hour, it is a lot. It is just me constantly talking. Unlike when I do like I can do a 2-hour session of D&D, but I have 3 other people that take up, you know, some of the time talking there. So this is just me constantly going. But I'm glad it's done. I did get a video recorded this weekend for the gaming channel, that means. So I have something extra to edit. And also, it's been a long time since I've had just sort of what ultimately falls under the category of discussion video. You know, because I opened it up, you know, do you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, anything you want me to do for another video. But ultimately, it's just because, you know, I have my different categories for videos, at least that I organize them into. Unboxings, playthroughs, just sort of flip through reviews and actual reviews of books. And then I do discussions, which is where I've done other things, where it's like it doesn't really fall into any of the other categories. It's really just sort of a gaming concept that I'm talking about. So I call it a discussion. Hopefully other people come in and discuss, but at the very least it's me discussing with myself for however long the video ends up being. But, no, it's a lot of talking, but I'm glad I got it filmed. I think my mom should be home in not too long. I think we're going to try and get out to the grocery store, which is fun. Both because I like to spend time with her and also getting to get some food. I'm not sure what I need, but still, like I said, fun to go. And sitting around, I'm looking here, and I looked at the files, and I'm like, that was more than 20 gigabytes of footage for that video I just recorded. So I can't put off editing it too long, but I have some stuff that I was needing to move to one of my external drives anyways, so I'm just set that up to move and gonna move on with it after that. But I'm like, that was a lot of footage. Wow. But I had the room sort of back to normal, so I can move on from here, and that is nice at least. Grocery store. On this package, the word gluten-free is actually written larger than the name of the product. It is gluten-free corn dogs. Yep. Fun time getting groceries and trying to learn some things I'll need to know with new types of groceries I'll have to get actually being out on my own. All backed up and heading home, and then I think we got something we're going out to eat, some sort of fire department buying us a meal, so we watch some sort of fire prevention video thing, whatever. So we got the groceries that need to be like refrigerated and frozen and such put away, so those will be good. And then I got I'm driving separately. We're going up to Golden Corral because the fire department is doing something that's basically like fire prevention. They got a video and want to talk or something, which is, you know, cool. Really actually knowledge that I'd like to have anyways, especially now moving out on my own, you know, making sure I'm doing things wisely. And so a free meal at Golden Corral is an added bonus. But I'm driving separately because it starts at 6. So hopefully I get there on time. And I want to make, and they don't have like an end time. Now, I'm assuming that maybe the starts at 6, by like 6:15 or 6:30, whatever, the information part starts while we eat, and then, you know, it's just, it ends, and they're assuming, okay, you may still be eating, and that's why they didn't give an end time. But I don't know, and if it's not done by 8, I'm leaving. I have to get home and get ready and get into bed so I can go to work in the morning. So I'm thinking, I mean, logically 2 hours, you know, seems like a sufficient amount of time to give, but the way that they like promote it almost feels too much like one of the timeshare kind of things that I'm like, oh, they might be trying to trap us, and I will just leave. So I have work, so but hopefully that won't be an issue. Hopefully it'll all work fine, and we just get a free meal and some advice on how not to catch on fire, and that's always good.
To do is touch something metallic, and that thing catches on fire. This is just a little piece of 4-aught steel wool. Watch how easily the fire starts. It's cool. I've only burned out in one restaurant for good.
Oh, that was fun. I learned a bit and really felt like a really good time for that, just because a lot of it was having to do with, you know, basically the idea that the fire detectors that are standard in most homes are of a type that isn't necessarily the best, it's just the cheapest. It's better than nothing, but, you know, that there are a lot better and safer options. And that in particular is very useful for me as I'm getting ready to move into a condo, and I'd probably be needing to replace those anyways, pretty much letting me know things to look for and making sure I get ones that are safer. So that is good information to have as I'm getting ready to move out and into a place of my own. I kind of feel like he's probably working for an organization that partners with a company that sells those, but they weren't actually selling them on site or anything, so it didn't feel too salesy. And you know, free meal. I mean, and Golden Corral's not cheap, so that was nice. My mom and Mike are sticking around a bit to ask some more questions, but it's 8. I'm getting home so I can get ready and get to bed. So that was a cool little sort of fire safety class and free meal. Now it's late. I have to work in the morning, so I am shutting everything down. Being grateful that I did decide to upload the vlog this morning instead of waiting, because I do not have time. I got out like right at 8. It took a bit of time to get home, packed up lunch and all that. Now I just got to get to bed and get some rest, you know. Not feeling the greatest, but thinking I just sort of wore myself out today. Hopefully a good night's sleep and I'll feel better tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and join me next time. Have a good day. Bye.